The graphs that you'll need for the first four questions in this lab are on this electricity mix website, but you need to scroll down a ways until you get to the graphs about, or maps rather, that are in the section electricity production by source, and then a couple things about those maps. If you hover over a country, you get a graph of that country's energy usage, whatever category it's in, and how that's changed over time. And for some of the questions, you're supposed to identify countries, for example, that have 100% of their electricity production from fossil fuels. If you click on table, you'll get a list of energy used by country. And if you click on the most recent data column, 2022, it'll sort that for you by percentage. When the lab instructions say that you're supposed to paste a graph in, what you're supposed to paste in is a copy of the map that you used. So this map, for example. And the easiest way to get that is if you click this download link here. Grab it as a PNG is just fine. So in question 5, you're using a different graph that shows the energy, well, it shows energy use in two ways. When you first get to the list, it shows the energy use per person or per capita. And there's a drop down in the upper right that you can use to change that to annual consumption, and you're supposed to look at both of those in answering question 5. Question 6, you're looking at CO2 emissions, and again, you want to scroll down until you get to the CO2 emissions and get the couple graphs. So the per capita one is the per person CO2 emissions, and the question asks about that. And then also asks about total emissions. For the total emissions, look at this graphic. The bigger the area on this graphic, the more CO2 the country puts out. So, for example, the United States is about 15% of global emissions. China's about 27%.